level up and shut the devil up. I'm gonna level up and shut the devil up. I'm gonna level up and shut the devil up. Pop lock it, level up. The pop master.
Yes, people, welcome back into the channel on the day in which Tottenham are officially sitting at the top of the table as it stands, Saturday, August 16th, 10:42 local time here in the furthest west part of Texas you can geographically get. How are you doing, folks? We dismantled them. We controlled the game. We actually possessed more of the ball. We saw yet again another adaptation to Thomas. The toot toot, is that a good nickname? Thomas the Tootie? We won. We're top of the table. Talk to me nicely or don't talk at all. But again, look, hey, I'll show you right now. Let's get some visual evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Tottenham Hotspur, top of the table. Oh, baby. I guess technically we're tied with Sunderland, allegedly. I don't know how we actually get that tiebreaker over them at this current juncture, but hey, I'll take it. We've got a 3-goal advantage. Part of me is like, is Burnley, but the other part of me is like, it don't matter who you're playing. Richarlison and Mohamed Kudus might be the best thing since Snoop and Dre. They might be the best thing since gin and juice. They might be the best thing since peanut butter and chocolate had some sexual relations and made Reese cups. I mean, what does Fabrizio say?
Here we go, the new Magnum sandwich to noon minutes. The deal is finally done.
Oh, that's a beautiful sight. And he was also tweeting during the match about Ezzy, a couple things. I also saw something about Savio. I don't know. It's been a hell of a morning. But what I will tell you is this: good morning to all of you out there. Hopefully you enjoyed that match. I certainly did. Look, I'll real quick off the top just give kind of my 10,000 foot perspective here, amateur opinion, if you will. I guess I could just start with like the players individually. Richarlison, I'll start up top. This might be the best, if not the second best match that we've seen Richarlison play, especially goals considered. I was on the football terrace earlier, so sorry about being late. But, you know, I was on there and I was talking about, like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself in regards to Richarlison because I really do see it like this is great, but if you only give me this once to 4 times a year, that's just not enough. However, if he can stay fit, he can stay healthy and happy and motivated, which it looks to be that way. Now, I think another good aspect of Richarlison performing the way he did today, I think that's going to give Dominic Solanke a little bit something to be motivated going for himself. Because you know what, motherfucker? With those 2 goals, that bicycle kick, I mean, come on, man. It is a replica of his Brazil goal, just service from the other side. Hats off to Richarlison, man. You know, I posed a question on one of the shorts a few weeks ago. I said, is he the worst Brazil number 9? And I think no. That was a silly question. There's got to be at least one more worse than him, like Gabriel Jesus. But look, Richarlison, hats off to the guy. I guess SofaScore here says he's player of the match, whatever. Now, Mohamed Kudus, look, I've been trying to tell people about Mohamed Kudus, and it's like, you know, he leaves me speechless. When I watch him play the sport, it is what I imagine like Beethoven would see whenever he was writing music, what Bach would hear when he was writing his music. It's what I imagine Picasso, the reason why Van Gogh cut his ear off. It's like, to get that every game, I might cut my ear off because I'll be so honest, I'm in love with Kudus. I've always really enjoyed him as a player. But then again, the way he came in and the things he said in the interview, I don't know if he was just trying to pander, but he talked to me really nicely. And he got me to talk nicely to Tommy because, again, he came in and said, I want to play under Thomas Frank. I see the way he improves players, and I want a piece of that action. And You know, I'm not even saying that he was like for sure even at the level of an improved Kudus under Thomas Frank, but at this juncture, you're seeing what we have already seen, which was his first year at West Ham, what we saw in his best years at Ajax. Just an amazing footballer, whether that's with his feet, with his mentality, with his ability to find his teammates. It really seems as though he's ready to not just be like the only guy trying to do something. And that's what it reminded me of at West Ham last year specifically. Was it just seemed like he wasn't really motivated. He didn't seem like he was really cared to get his teammates involved. What I saw from him today was a reluctancy to actually be the one and only. It was really just creating. I think Richarlison, how much service did Richarlison get in the first 30 minutes of that game? Because I'll be honest, it was just, I love seeing all the long ball crossing, the crosses into the box. I enjoyed the hell out of it. This is probably my favorite match that I've seen under Thomas thus far, and I hope that it continues to stay like this. Because I'll be honest, this is the third different rendition of like a Thomas Frank game plan that I've seen as far as with Tottenham, and this is the best one yet, because all the other ones was like a acceptance of being smaller and letting the big club step on your throat, and hopefully you can punch them in the nuts type ball. But today I really felt like was actually a statement of a team we could be. You know, the question that was posed was, how was Tottenham going to look when they go up against a low block? And I thought that, you know, maybe some of those questions are answered. I do think that there is a little sprinkle of, you know, like, it was only Burnley. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that on there, like a little salt, a little pepper on the dish, but it ain't the main flavor that you're tasting. Because I'll be honest, whether it was Burnley, whether it was West Ham, two booty ass clubs, they're gonna get worked, they're gonna get wrecked, and that's just bottom line. So those two players really enjoyed watching them play together. Another two players I really enjoyed watching play together, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall. You know, Papa Matessar is the 10. I saw Bergvall kind of drifting into the 10 at times. I'll be honest, like, I liked it. I liked all the things that I saw there. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't need a 10. I don't think today means anything in that regard. However, promising signs from the young lads, especially, you know, I think that's also a statement from Tommy Boy that, look, it's Burnley. Paulinho had played in the Super Cup and he started. Obviously, you would assume Bentancur and Paulinho are going to be those kind of anchor midfielders, and then I don't know, God only knows what we're going to do at the number 10. But I'll be honest, like, I really saw it like that was a promising sign. Maybe that is like the level in which they can excel, is that like bottom of the Premier League, top of the Championship. But this was a team that hadn't conceded more than one goal, I think, all of last year. So a solid team. Scott Parker, you need to take that suit back to the motherfucking cleaners, because I'll be honest, you got your ass waxed in it, son. But we'll say hello to, oh wait, big up Marco. Coys. I do want to also mention Brennan Johnson, because I feel like this guy, I said this on the terrace and I'll just repeat myself. It didn't seem like anyone was trying to pass him the ball. There was a lot of times in which I saw him making a run, and it was like he's kind of like, hey, I'm over here. And Jed Spence just wouldn't even look his direction. He would just turn around and pass it the other way. In the midfield, they more just used him as like a part of their passing triangle rather than trying to play him in. It almost seemed like no one wanted to pass him the ball. So what does he do? He says, fuck it, we ball. I'm going to grab that thing and I'm going to go and get it done myself. And I thought that was very nice. That was a very confident finish, a very cheeky finish. And Brennan Johnson again, ole. So I want to shout him out as well. I thought Jed Spence was a typical Jed Spence performance, just dominant in all facets. Pedro Porro, fantastic stuff. Really good dribble moves. Kuti, Mickey Van de Veen, clean sheet. Fuck else can you say? Vicario, same thing. But my main highlights, I think, is obviously Richarlison, Mohamed Kudus. I cannot state enough, like, how great it is to see Kudus playing like this. Because, again, I used to pray for days like this. I used to sit there in my bed in my little onesie. Baby Jesus, sweet baby Jesus, will you please just let Mohamed Kudus come to Tottenham Hotspur? I'd be so grateful and thankful. And you know what? The Lord has answered my prayers. We've got Muhammad Kudus. And he was absolutely cooking. Now I just need to see him and Richarlison do that and Brendan Johnson shit. Everybody do that again every week. We are going to win the quad, bottom line. But big up to everyone in the house. I'm going to run through the chat a little bit and then talk about what I got. I can't be on too late, too long because the wife is going to work. So then that means I got to go to work and be like the trophy husband that I am. Oh, the trophy husband. Oh, like that or similar? Shitty joke anyway. Big up Quez Ali, how you doing? Hopefully you're talking to me nicely. Espacia says the pigeon is on fire today. Hey, you know, everybody said the pigeon was dead, but shit, we out here smoking on them instead. Ha ha ha. That's all I gotta say to that. Dibby dibby deesh. How you doing? Big up, Jacob. Big up to you. Jay Quinton, Pumbo Masterclass. I mean, that first finish was good. It was first time touch, boom, just right where it needed to go. He could have had a third. He looked a little disappointed to not get the third. Well, big up Jay Quinton. Good to see you in the house. Big up Jacob and Chad. Big up it's me, Everest. Good to see you every single time. We got a bot. Genitals Better 8. That's a weird bot name. Trying to sell me something over there on the kick. Richie with the pinche chelina. All right, Jacob, you're my bedtime story. Trying to sleep now, listening but not chatting. Hey, Matthias Tell came onto the pitch. I know you're beefing him, so just thought give you a nice, a sweet magic moment to dream of, Zapur. Hi from Ireland. Big up Robbie883. Hello all the way to Ireland. How you doing? Richie winning the Bruskas for that goal. Hey, as it stands, we're top of the table, and Richarlison has goal of the season. Talk to me, but more specifically, talk to Richarlison very, very nicely. Come on, Yogi Bear. Hit him with the broo. That was a great game, man. I like that. I'm also gonna head off to sleep. Have fun streaming. Big up Everest, man. Have a good sleepy time. Talk to me very nicely indeed. We're undefeated. We are top of the table. There's no other way to look at it other than right side up. And the table says we're number one. Is that still the case? Yes, it is. We're still number one. Big up J Mac. Good to see you in the house. Relax. It's Burnley, says AFC Super Mig. It's only Burnley? Who are you talking about? You talking about the champions of England? Second division. You talking about what?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't try to rain on my parade. Immaculate vibes are only, baby. Come on now. If you ain't talking nicely, don't talk at all. Today, Kudus and Richie played like Son and King. Okay, whoa. Hey, you talking strange, but it's not that it's not nice. How about that, dibby dibby deesh? Good morning from El Paso, Texas. Definitely enjoyed it. It was a decent performance. Yeah, just got to see it more. Like, again, with Richarlison and what we saw today, just got to see it over a consistent period, and then we'll all be just winning the quad. Reese's tastes better in the freezer. That's a good move there, Shoshi. That's a good move. I always put mine in the freezer, to be honest, because come on, man, it's just too good. Bergvall great double pivot was beautiful. It was a good sight. I did enjoy watching them two play together. Absolutely. Pru says that soldier. Come on, man. Messiah Kudus. Messiah Kudus. I called him Mo for a reason, you know. You talk about Mo's, you got to think about the great. You got Mo from Simpsons. He was a great bartender. Then you got Mohamed Salah. And then you got Mohamed Kudus. Talk to me very, very nicely. MRGA make Richarlison great again. Well, yeah, I was told once Tommy get to touching, everybody going to be playing like this. And look at what simple two-hand touch gets to making Richarlison look like a little two-hand touch. And look at Kudus. Again, I don't want to start trying to run before we can walk type business, but we definitely are getting the stepping part down. We stepping. We some side steppers up in this bitch. That left foot chop before the second goal was simply, bro, watching a winger want the ball at his feet, hit a couple moves, beat a couple people. I'll be honest, like, I prayed for times like this. I don't know. I'm almost lost for words because it's just like, finally, we've got some fucking pizzazz. We got some fucking hot sauce on the taco. You know what I mean? We got some goddamn cheese on top of the pizza. And I ain't talking about the cheese that's melting in the oven right now. I'm talking about the Parmesan. You need to sprinkle some of that shit on there. And it's just a beautiful sight to see, because in a world in which football is rated for robotics and simplicities and all that, to see a guy like Kudus excel, I'll be honest, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. What was that old song? I like it, I love it, and I want some more of it.
I've never in my life felt like I do right now.
You ain't really fuck with me way back then, girl. How about now? Cause I'm up right now. And you up right now. Oh, yeah. How about now? Cause I'm up right now.
Big up Meeks and Mike 627. Big up, bro. Kudus is a beast. I would say he's more than a beast. He's un bestia. He's la carnaval. Like, if you ever listen to Celia Cruz, she sings about carnaval. That's what I'm talking about. When I think of Kudus, I just think of Yo quiero a carnaval. I don't know all the words to the lyrics, but cantando. Kudus is un bestia, baby. Yeah. It's like, again, you've been like, you're asking for years, I want to go try that fancy restaurant. I heard good things about it. And then you finally get to taste some of Benny Han. You get to taste some of that tomahawk cut steak. Shit. It tastes even better than I dreamed it would. I'll be so real. You know, how am I gonna say taste it without playing the clip? But I guess the moment passed. I missed it, but I was just like, did I just say taste it? But I didn't even say taste the biscuit or nothing.
I can't hit my protein. 52 bomber blood clot pussy wagon chicken nuggets.
They had 29 clean sheets. That's a lot of clean sheets. Like a goddamn hotel. You like that one? I just thought of that right now. Ezzy and Savinho this week would be monumental. You say monumental. I say orgasmo. I say classic Roman orgy. Maybe? Question? Wagwan Donna Colon. Wagwan indeed. Wagwan to the mandem. All over the world. Quad is on. Hey. This is how I'm gonna post up. Okay. I'm listening. They say it's only Burnley. I say I think the quad
morning to the cutie pie, looking very nice. Good morning to the cutie pie. Tingling, ling, tingling, ling, ling.
It's a beautiful sight. I'm posted up. You talking real nice, Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo. What's in the picnic basket? Burnley moved up a level today, so comparing to their clean sheets last year, let's see how they do over the next few weeks, says Soul Sniper Gaming. Absolutely. 100%. There was a few moments where I feel like they showed their lack of genuine quality. They kept saying Son. Am I tripping? Is there a dude on the team named Son? Because they kept saying Son, and I was like, am I having PTSD? Which, by the way, Son plays later, LAFC. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a watch-along for that, sadly enough. But, I mean, I may go fuck it, we live with post-game Sonny thoughts. Depends on what I'm able to get accomplished today. There was something I was actually going to look up for that. Well, number 17... This guy, Loom Chuena. Oh, y'all can't see that. Hang on one second. This guy, Loom Chuena, there's a little something in that player. So mark my words, if he becomes a good player in 5 years, you heard it here first. How old is he, 21? Loom Chuena, number 17. He got a little something about him, but, just keep your eye on that one. Marcus Edwards is dookie. Never thought he was good. You can fuck right off. Who was it? I'm trying to see who it was. Son. Oh, wait. Oh, Sonny. Oliver's son. Okay, so I'm not crazy, and I'm not imagining things. I heard Son about 100 times during that match. But there was a cross as well that maybe it was Cullen. Someone swung a beautiful cross into the box, and there was like 3 people that just watched it go right past their heads. Maybe it was above them. I don't know. But I just think that there was a little bit of that. They lacked genuine quality up front to really make us pay. But you know what? This was, again, for me, the first match that I've seen us dominate, the first match that I've seen us have more of the ball and look like a team with ideas of going forward. Again, the long ball passing as well. Ooh, Mikey Moore just got an assist for Rangers. I just got the update. Mikey Moore, my dog. You ain't going to be wearing that shirt, but shit, we out here. My dog, my goat. Shout out Mikey Moore, man. I just saw the notification. It says, in the 11th minute, Mikey Moore with the assist. There is a player that I like a lot, actually, for Burnley. He didn't have the greatest of games, but, over the course that he's been at Burnley, I've been keeping a little bit of an eye on him. This Hannibal Mejbri. He used to play for United. He's got a little something about him. He's got a little something about him. Richard Arlison, Chicken Zinger. Slot machine, you talking real nice. I put a quarter in that thing and I put on tick, 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 tick. Tottenham Hotspur W's only. Lucky number 11s. Jacob, are you Frank in or Frank out? I think anyone saying Frank out is crazy. And y'all know how harsh I've been on him and his live, laugh, love PR bullshit and just kind of general annoyed with the words that he says, especially when the club I know is going to move a certain way and he tries to talk a different way, but hey, I think Frank out is weird at this point. I've already on the train, right? Because Kudus fucking made me, basically. I mean, shit, Kudus said I can sit next to him on the train. I'm fucking taking the Tommy Express all the way to the North Pole. Where are we going? I don't know. I just hope we stay on the rails. That's all I can say. Talk to me nicely, says Quest. Hey, every single time you guys just got to talk to me real nice. Mr. Jacob, we ain't top of the table. Sunderland is. Why you lie when there's fucking the internet right here that says Tottenham number 1. Here, I'll show it for you. Tottenham number 1. So suck it, Sunderland. They played a dookie-ass West Ham, bro. West Ham getting relegated. Potter's getting fired again. And they can all fuck off. That's as far as I'm concerned. We are number 2. No, we're not. BBC breaking news. Spurs looking to get Ezzy done within a couple of deals. Is that Big Black Cock breaking news or is British Broadcasting Company breaking news? Because I don't believe it until I see it, Luke. I'm going to be really honest. The more, yesterday I was getting so triggered on Twitter, and that's my fault for, number one, allowing it to trigger me. But it was they started saying, oh, guys, we're interested in Piero Hincapié. Bro, we've been interested in Piero Hincapié for about 4 years. Literally, before we signed Mickey Van de Veen, he was one of those guys when we were talking about Tap Soba, we were talking about Tobido, all them players, John Clare, Tobido. Y'all remember those days? Yeah. We've been interested in him since then. So just because Paul O'Keefe, everyone's like, hey, he hit 1 of 10 this year. It's hey, O'Keefe back? Nah. O'Keefe ain't back, bro. He's just an old angry man. He's just angry. And he's like, hey guys, we're still interested in eating dinner tonight. It's yeah, no shit, I'm gonna be fucking hungry. But I don't like this weird dumb shit like believing everything that you read. People were literally running with the notion that we had already signed Ezzy and we had already signed Savinho. And I feel like when we do that as a collective, and it wasn't just one account and it wasn't just 10, it was about 50, 1,100 accounts that were talking about, oh, Ezzy, with Ezzy and Savinho and now Hincapié, what's to prevent us from winning the league? I'm like, you're talking about shit that don't exist. You're really just making shit up and just running with it. And imagine, it's yeah, I know the Beatles made that fucking song, Imagine, imagine all the people. But here's one that I replied to. Ezzy, Savinho, and Hincapié could all happen in the next few weeks. What has happened to Daniel Levy? And I said, a mansion, a 6-pack stomach, a brand new Bugatti could happen in the next few weeks. What has happened to me? It's this is great and fun and fluffy and hee ha ha. Dream a little dream of me, weird shit. But again, let's remember what, I mean, I wish I could forget. I wish I could forget that all them. I just think of Dybala's image rights. I think of Ezzy the other year in which we were like, it's done. We did it. We're interested. We're planning a move. We're spearheading the action. We're ready to operate. We're rah. It's like all this weird adjectives, fluffy bullshit, ponies and unicorns. God damn it. I don't like it. I'm more of a like, I'm at this point, the only person I trust as a source is David Ornstein. That's the only dude who tweets something and literally 9.5 out of 10 times it is right. And that 0.5 that he has been wrong was literally because Marinakis, aka Snorlakus, that fat fuck, he is a criminal and he's holding MG Dubs hostage. So I don't blame Fab for that. I don't blame Ornstein for that. Hell, I don't even blame O'Queef for that. But you know what O'Queef said? No deals happening this week. Ha, you fucking loser. You thought fucking 2 deals were getting done? And then we literally had 2 back-to-back bombas on O'Queef, dumbass.
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying that.
Kudos the best right winger named Muhammad in the Prem, says Quentin. I ain't going to say you're wrong. I ain't going to say I disagree. I'm just going to say, talk to me nicely. Big up Pure Coys. Come on, Nige. How you doing? Big up Jacob in chat. Great result. Now go get Ezzy. I mean, so go get it done. Ain't no reason why we can't, especially if the, bullshit is supposed to be true. Is that my brother? Hey, big up Josh. Is that really my brother? Why is there a T as your photo? If this is my brother, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You got something to say? You want to fight? Or are you trying to... That's a banger. It's a banger. It's a banger. I had to bring it back because, when you taste the sweet taste of victory, you just got to enjoy that shit, like you got to play full of chicken nuggies. Big up Josh, my brother in the house. Hey, we win and my brother tuned into the stream for the first time. Come on, we're actually winning. Big up SOF says Spurs lost and drew to promoted teams last season. Also Spurs first clean sheet in 14 Premier League matches. Not getting ahead of ourselves, but plenty of positives. Yeah. The squad's a little bit different looking and the manager is a whole lot different looking. So I think I don't know. Comparing where we're at now to any point last year, I think it would be, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong here. I feel like it would be more productive to compare first, like Ainge's first game, Frank's first game, rather than the last 14 matches, which 13 of them, I guess, were Ainge's. It just seems like compare, how can you compare the first month of a new relationship to the end of a 2-year marriage or a 2-year relationship? Y'all live together, and you a lot of people said, "Get your fucking stinky clothes out of my house," and he said, "All right, mate, but here you go. I fucking left you $10,000 under the mattress. Don't worry about where the money came from, but I left you 10 grand." And so it's like, cool, we parted. Thank you for the 10 grand. But if we're going to compare, I like to say, well, what was the first week of that like? What was the preseason like? What was the market like? What were we looking like? And as of this juncture, like I said, after the PSG loss, that I was more excited for the season after that match than I was before because of what I saw, because of the factual evidence presented in my face. That it's like, you can't say I didn't hit the deer if the front end of my car is smashed and there's a fucking deer antler hanging in it and blood dripping. It's like, I hit something that has a deer antler attached to it. So I think that this is, agree, a lot of positives. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. It is Burnley. It's kind of, I'm viewing it a lot like Richarlison in regards to how I'm feeling about us, which is, I loved what I saw today. Now let's keep doing that. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay fit, stay motivated. And fuck, man. I mean, we could actually do some shit that I really didn't think was realistic. And I think that just goes to show that, like, you know, Mohamed Kudus knows more than Jacob Walraven. And I'm comfortable with that truth. But big up SOF. Big B Ranger. Next week, Kudu had. Oh, at the Etihad. Come on, you Spurs. At the Mohamed Kudus had. Shit. Imagine if we could get Savinho and then take him to City. That'd be fantastic. Jacob, what do I do with my hands if we get Eze and Savinho? That's a fantastic question. I don't know, but I would imagine do what you do. Just make sure you watch my shoes.
If I wanted to blow, I'll fucking blow. You understand me?
I was actually looking for a different clip. I used to have that clip of Ledley King and the other dude shaking a protein shake, and it kind of looked not like a protein shake. It looked like they're doing something under the table, and that was a fun clip. But I actually can't find it anymore. So what I would say to do with your hands, no, I don't know. I don't know. Talk to me nicely. Pat yourself on the back. Go shake someone's hand. Be kind to somebody would be the first couple things I could think of. We're finally freed from Ainge. Jason, how are you still hung up, bro? I think you are in love, and you need to give it up, bro. Ainge is gone. You got to move on. Get over it, you fucking weirdo. Like, the obsession with Ainge is crazy. Now, comparing to Ainge is different because that's just a genuine thing that will always happen. People compare Poch, Jose, Nuno, Conte, fucking the dual-headed monster of Stellini and Masonini. I don't know. But I think it's just weird, bro. We're finally freed from Ainge. Yeah. Oh, we're freed from the most successful manager in the last 40 years. Got it. What are you doing? Like, just move on, bro. Our manager's Thomas Frank. You need to quit acting so weird. I'll be honest. It looks strange. Yeah, so just, hug somebody. You need to hug somebody. I'm watching the Sunny game. I'm fucking locked in. Zapur, he said he's going to sleep. But if you're listening to this right now, Zapur, I swear to God, you better be streaming that motherfucking game. Or I'm going to fly myself to Korea and I'm going to find you in them beautiful mountains and creeks and rivers that you were sending me. Because that shit looks fantastic. But I need to see Sonny tonight. I was hoping to do a watch along, but then my wife was like, "You're gonna go live twice," and I was like, "Okay, I guess not." And I'm like, "I want to though. I want to do a Sonny watch along, and we could just look at Son, and it'll be fantastic." Sonny is the name of that player. Big up Ash. Big up Ash P, man. I feel like I ain't seen you or heard from you in a long time. I hope you are blessed. It's so good to see you. Spurs now linked with Rodgers might be an alternative to Savinho. Or that means Odegaard, Gray, or Tell going on loan. I don't know that Rodgers would mean Gray is going on loan, but talk to me nicely, Mr. Rodgers. I would love me some Morgan. There's no way. I thought that someone was trying to go in for Morgan Rodgers in the beginning of the window, and Villa told him something, 100 mil or go fuck yourself. I don't know if that's true, but Morgan Rodgers is one hell of a player. I think it was last year or the year before. I don't remember. I was definitely doing a watch along somewhere here on the channel. I'm sure I could find it. And it was versus Aston Villa. I was like, who the fuck is this Mr. Rodgers guy? Because he was cooking us. And it's not just us that he cooked. And we can't just blame Ainge for him cooking us in either last year or the year before. I can't remember. But I just remember like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he had a fantastic year. I would absolutely rate bringing in Morgan Rodgers as an alternative to either... I mean, I'm Savinho. I'm like, is it love? I'm just imagining a world in which Savinho and Kudus are on the wings, and I don't want to deviate from that. I guess I'm a little salty towards the Brecci Eze deal specifically because of how long it's been dragged out. It's just always we're interested. We're so firm right now. Oh, I'm so firm right now on Eze. Oh, we're preparing to move. We're preparing. There's a whole laundry list that I had scrolling at the bottom that just fucking ran, and it was a goddamn paragraph long talking about, oh, I'm getting ready for the move. Hee hee. We're talking about hee hee, and it's like, Just do it. If I gave any of those excuses that were scrolling on the bottom of my screen, if I gave any of those excuses to my wife as to why I didn't do the shit I needed to do, I would be alone. And like, I guess, 70% of YouTubers just sitting in a dark room like, yeah, I told you so. Hee hee. I said, live, laugh, love, hee hee. They say if you can't make yourself laugh, how could you make anyone else laugh? Jacob, hey, but come on, Citywide, Bri. We talking, hey, come on, Citywide, Bri. It's a W kind of a day. How you feeling? You talking to me nice? I bet you are. Hopefully you're having a great day. The commentator said Walker passes to Sonny, and I almost forgot it was for Burnley. I'm not gonna lie. Every time he kept saying Sonny, I was like, huh? Who? All right. Is this a safe place? Did I already show this or nah? I don't remember. But if this is a safe place, I want to show you guys something that I have. I miss Son. I think of Son every day. Gonna watch him play today. Love you, my Korean king. But I was getting triggered. Right? I kept saying Sonny. I was like, he's not here. Stop saying his fucking name. It was tough. It was a tough coping time. Oh shit! I just saw this photo of Kudus, bro. Oh my god, I forgot how fucking, bro. What he does to football is like basically how I had 2 children. Fucking making love. Big up Jacob and chat. Big up just a Cav. Long time no see, Ash. Then there you go, dibby dibby deesh. Potter, you want me to swear? I'll swear. Is that a Harry Potter quote? Benito. Big up SDFC Benito. Come on, man. Riding deep like, hey, Schmick. Hey, you talking real slick, Schmick. And I don't know that you want it, but I think that you need it. How are we feeling today?
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
Well, I feel like Adele, goddammit. Yes, sir. Play that clip. Go home and cry about it. Oh, bang, Jamie Burnell. Go fucking cry about it.
Bang! Go fucking cry about it, buddy.
I'm still not tired of that clip yet. Believe it when they hold the shirt, then we can wonder about Levy. Yeah, this fucking hee. Oh my god. Big B, Paulo Queef, biggest troll of an ITK, always wrong, bro. Breaking Ezzy story. Bro, he's been milking this Ezzy story, and then they're like, he said we're interested in Hincapi. Yeah, bro, okay. Give it up. This angry old man. Bro, he ain't been relevant since David Pleat left the club. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Tommy from Trash Can Tommy. Hey, we got the Tom 3 points. So you got to say Tom 3 times for every point that we acquired today. We're preparing a bid like they're preparing food. We're preparing a bid. We're contemplating the move. We're ready to engage. All this fucking flashcard bullshit. Flashcard? Flash words? I don't know. Get some milk, Tommy. Congratulations for your win. Oh, I don't even have that clip anymore. Ooh, he needs some milk. I don't even think I have that clip anymore, to be honest. But, hey, shit, I'm going to be honest. Tommy got me feeling only one type of way today. Motherfucking sexy hoe. Come on, man. Frank convinced Ezzy to join, so that should get you on the Frank Twain. I can't talk. Bro, streaming in the morning is harder than I remember. It's not noon yet here. Now, I barely got any sleep last night. I worked late, and then I stayed up farting around on video games. I was actually on FaceTime with some old friends of mine. Shout out Seth. Shout out Tori. Shout out Cruz. But if he allegedly convinces Ezzy, allegedly he preparing to allegedly he, then hell yeah. But I'm already SOF. I'm already on the train, and I've said this weeks ago, and people can't seem to comprehend. Not you. I'm more thinking of fucking Staffy's fucking bitch ass. Always like, apologize to Tommy. About what? Because first of all, he doesn't know I exist. Second of all, I don't think I said anything that was wrong other than like a couple silly elementary level nicknames. I guess Ozempic Tommy is maybe like middle school of a nickname, but like what is there to apologize for? I didn't do anything other than say how I felt and what I thought, and then the factual evidence that we researched together. So there's no need for me to apologize. But I already said Kudus with his words, with Kudus's interview, I think did more for me and my outlook on Tottenham and Tommy than even today's result did. Because I'll be honest, I stopped calling him Trailer Park Tommy, Trash Can, all this stuff. It's funny still. Like, I see the name Trash Can Tommy. I think it's still funny. I'm never gonna get away from that. Imagine we win a trophy, finish top 4. I'm never getting away from the Alec. It's literally the Alec Baldwin clip. I'm the lady that's on trial, and Alec Baldwin is Thomas Frank. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be that fucking clip. If we're successful in any capacity under Thomas Frank. I'll be honest, it's just like, I do not recall calling him Trash Can Tommy.
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying that.
That might be me, but hey, again, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But like I said, or I was trying to say before I continually distracted myself, was Kudus was the one who convinced me to get on the train. He said, "You can sit in the same car as me. I don't know you well enough to say sit next to me." And I was like, all right, dope. But realistically, it was because he said a large part of why he wanted to come here was because of Thomas Frank. So how can I call myself an authentic human being whenever I've been twerking, and shout out Deji Spurs, shaking my bum violently for years for us to sign that guy from Ajax and then to get him off of West Ham. Oh, but Jacob, we don't do business with West Ham. Well, funnily enough, the manager today of Burnley, Scott Parker, was the last business we had, the last player we had bought from West Ham, and since Scott Parker's Kudus and then Scott Parker, and that's a pretty big gap. So like, they weren't completely off base by saying we don't technically do that much business with West Ham. But I'll be honest, him saying I want to play for Thomas Frank made me like, okay, well then what the fuck do I know? It's like I'm here and I'm working on my tire and my brakes on the car, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way, and then a guy that I know who has fixed a bunch of cars before that comes up and says, no, do it this way. I'm going to shut up and listen and let the expert talk. And I'm going to listen as the amateur, the fan, the lover, the hopeless romantic of Mohamed Kudus. Watching number 20 in a Tottenham shirt cook is just, I missed it, man. I missed watching a 20. Like our good boy Deli, right? He's gone, but he's never forgotten, bro. Deli Alley, yellow diamonds look like PP.
Yellow diamonds look like PP.
Yes, yellow diamonds look like PP. I don't need Frank PR. I can make my own decision when I want. Big up Jamie Purnell. Absolutely. For me, it was Kudus. That's a good point here, Jamie. And I'm going to start skipping ahead in the chat. I see I'm pretty far behind. And I want to make sure I say hello to everyone. But this is a good point because not everyone is going to like feel how you feel or get to that same feeling as quickly or as slow as the next guy. And for me, I can only speak from my experience. Mohamed Kudus, a player I have shaked bum for, saying, I want to play for Thomas. I said, okay, I ain't going to call him Trailer Park Tommy, Trailer Trash, none of that. I ain't going to call him Ozempic Tom Tom. I mean, I might still say Ozempic Tom Tom. It's just fun. It's like a fun little wordplay. But make up your mind whenever you want. For me, it was Kudus, the interview that Kudus did. Obviously after he said, fuck Chelsea, they some bum-ass boys over there. I want to play for Tottenham. It was only ever Tottenham because I'm a working man. I'm coming. What was the skit? What does he say in that skit? He's like, I'm an American man from Kentucky. It's Jason Statham movies. Oh, stupid. Mr. Jacob, is this your big bro or little bro? I got 3 half brothers that are younger, but the one that I'm talking about is my oldest brother, Joshua. Yeah, shout out Joshua. Need a 5-2 scoreline of 6-3 this season for the legendary Clips, Nuggies, and Eggs. 52 bumbaclad, pussyclad. Wait, where's the waffles? I have the There it is.
With 3 pussy clad thing there.
Am I lagging? Is that not? What the fuck?
With 3 pussy clad thing there. That is some fuck with Steven. We can't support you no more. No. Get the fuck out of the house. Look on the bomber clad plate of egg. How much egg you fry? 6 bomber ass clad, pussy bomber blood clad egg.
I just love that. That's just I want to work that into my vernacular without it being like offensive in some way because it's all respectful. We won't get Cervinho until after the City game. That's actually smart on their end. They're going like, no, we'll sell you him after our game though. That's fantastic. Rangers look class today. City already up 2-0. Well, you know what they say? They didn't let Rudolph play in those reindeer games, and now look at him go. What a beautiful guy. I bet Ainge fans would claim that he won 5-0 today. Archer, you didn't strike me as one of those weirdos still hung up on your ex type bros on the chat. But, to be fair, I don't know who you are. So you could definitely be one of those, my girl broke up with me and 2 months later, I'm still talking about her, even though I'm in a new relationship. It's like, bro, move on. But I don't know. J-Mac, big up. I thought Ainge hate boner train would be gone by. Thought the Ainge hate boner train. What the fuck is the Ainge hate boner? Holy shit, dog. God damn it. What the fuck? No, that fucked me up, dog. What? I'm gonna try. Bro, I'm starting to sweat, god damn it. That was fucking funny. The Ainge hate boner train. Oh my god. We were finally over Conte when Ainge first came in, so let's just keep it sensible and not get carried. Even if we're on fire after 5 games. Good point. Even if we're undefeated after 10, I would still walk with a little hesitance. Big up, Ian Ferguson. Good to see you in the house, my friend. Ian. Cincinnati. Big up, Whitley. There's my niece. My niece and my brother. I don't think they're still here. There's no way they fucking here for almost an hour of football talk. Well, some of it was just jokes, but... Ainge put this club back on the map. He made these players legends, won them a trophy in their first senior season, got us UCL. It's like parcel delivery service giving you tracking info. I like that. I got a bit toxic online, so I chose to focus on Spurs women and just watch. Toxic? What? No way. Here?
Am I dreaming? Yo! What's the point, man?
I feel you though. It was a tough slog. Sled? The fuck, bro. Streaming in the morning is fucking hard. I forget how hard it is. Like I know I've been awake for 3.5 pussy clot hours. 6 egg pussy. What the fuck is she saying? It's fantastic. I'm wearing my Europa League's winner jersey with sun on the back. I feel like Adele. Shit, you rolling hella deep, Meeks, and I feel you. I don't appreciate it because I'm actually with you. I'm in the same boat. We should go get Paquita. I don't like Paquita. I think he a pussyo, but, what do I know? Do you miss Ainge? I miss winning Europa and the feeling of that, and Ainge was absolutely a part of it. But, I didn't know Ainge personally. So it's hard to miss somebody that is not like a human connection that I have. That seems like a weird question to ask. Are you okay? Do you miss Ainge? Hussein will never live down Slot-out, everyone. Slot-out. Yeah, that's true. Dritto, he ain't never running away from that. I will never change my username. He lost the Super Cup final. Hey, I respect it. Game is game. And I would never try and tell another man what he should do with that said game because honestly, keep it up. Because some people, they They won't defend you when people claim things about you, you know, and you keeping that energy. I appreciate that. It's like, it reminds me of this clip from that series, Ted Lasso.
Every single one of you knows my ass isn't hairy, yet none of you spoke up. I will never forgive you.
I appreciate that, Trash Can Tommy. Keep that energy. I do like it. Where was I in the chat? Richie already scoring under Ainge? It was the players he inherited. What? I'm confused. More with an assist? Yeah, come on, man. Talk to me real nice. Mikey Moore. Fuck it. Recall him from loan. Let's start him. Spurs Danalist. Big up Dan. Spurs Danalist. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Smiling girl. Are you smiling?
The next superstar after Sonny, I think, is going to be Kudus, and he's already next man up. I think it's Muhammad Kudus. Richie Strike, wow, Kudus class. I mean, I'm going to ask this to the chat right now, and if you're watching this on playback, hey, you sexy son of a bitch. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that, whatever, if you want. But if there's one word you could use to sum up that play, that sequence, Pedro Porro lays it off to Kudus. Kudus hits him with that fucking Portland Timbers type of chop, that fucking Amazonian getting fucking railway construction. Hit him with that chop like a Pocahontas scene when they started cutting down the motherfucking willow tree, like a bow. And then he fucking skadoosh. And then Richie says, fuck it, we ball over the top of my shit. Bro, that is this motherfucker, bro. Where the hell has that been the entire... I mean, if there's one word you could use to sum it all up, what is that word you would use? I'll share mine if that helps. Come. There you go. We ain't gonna be like Ainge haters. We will give credit where credit's due. Exactly, Jamie. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. The Ainge dick hating boner train, whatever that guy's, bro. Oh my God. I thought it'd be over by now too. It's like, why is everyone still hung up on him? But yet they say I'm still, like, people tell me to get over him. And I'm like, bro, I am. I'm enjoying Tottenham and other shit. Like, we shot the dog. Like, I mourned the dog. I was upset that we shot the dog. Yes. But yeah, I mean, the sun rises, the sun sets. Now, how you deal with the time in between is purely an individual thing. Bring two attackers and one versatile defender like Hincapi. We are set for a good season. I mean, we have the potential to make this a fucking 69 out of 10 window. As of right now, I guess it's kind of like a 6 or a 7. I mean, I would say Paulinho kind of puts me at like a solid 6.5 inches. Archer says, I'm not hung up on Ainge at all. I thank him for the trophy, but we needed to make the chain. Please with Frank. Okay, see, Archer, see, I knew. That's what I'm saying. I was like, you didn't strike me as one of them dudes that's like hung up on Ainge. Like, it's crazy. Ainge actually beat Burnley. I mean, I forgot because it doesn't matter anymore. It's like, did Jose beat Burnley? What was the scoreline of that? It's like, I don't need that result to dictate my feelings on anything. And like, it's just, yeah, man, Ainge ain't here. He's gone. It's okay. We're all gonna live. Richard James. Richard. Is Richard long for dick? Oh, God, that's a fun joke. Big up to you, my friend. Good to see you in the house. All the fans who wanted Richie out now flip-flopping. I mean, I don't know if all of them are going to flip-flop. For me, I mean, Terry kind of alluded to this on the show that I was on, which was like, he was a player that if he was rumored to be going somewhere else, most Spurs fans, if not all of them, would be like, okay, that's fine. Except for, justice for Ashley. Now, Ashley's changed their name. I don't know what his name is now in the chat. I think it was like Romeo or something. Who knows? But they were one of the only people banging on the Richie drum. And today, their fucking stocks look really good. I am a huge doubter. I've never really hated the guy because he always seemed like a good guy. Like Emerson Royale, I didn't hate him, but I hated watching him play football. And I was reaching a point with Richarlison where it's like, But then the Europa final for me was a moment in which I was like, wow, without a GA, he was majorly impactful. In the UCL final, the Super Cup final, he was also highly influential. I thought he had a great game without any GA. And then it's like, if you could add GA on top of that shit and 2 of them G's look like that, whoo-hoo, we talk about double G's. Woo-hoo. Oh, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Like, just need him to do it more. Need him to stay fit. Need him to, come on, Richie, you could do it. I believe in you. When he got that fucking necktie, I was like, sick. And then FIFA put it in the FIFA, and I was like, sick. And, let's just, come on, man. Let's do this.
All right, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think Tommy will play the same formation with City like he did with PSG. I did like, again, this is something else I said on the Football Terrace, giving all the fucking goodies away here. But I did say that this is now like the third rendition of like a Thomas Frank system that I've seen, formation, etc. And this is my favorite version so far because, first of all, we scored 3 goals, but like I wasn't impressed with Wickham, even though I felt like that was just largely to get a look at the kids, which that I was impressed with. Fucking 47 different players in 3 different games. I mean, that's a crazy number. And that's a clear indication to me that Tommy was getting a look at these kids in not a weird way. Like he wanted to look at the kids, not like the dude who like has to legally stay a certain amount of distance away from a school, but like a guy who's, I want to see what there is in the youth development, like in the academy. And then everyone started getting loaned out. And then I was like, why are we doing that? That doesn't seem cool. But, Ajayi, Damonja, whatever his name, Damon Ajayi, I follow him on SofaScore too. And, over there at Doncaster Rovers, he's cooking up a fucking storm. Over at Stoke, they're loving them some Jamie Donnelly. Like, it's nice that we have all these little tentacles in all these different clubs, because now I'm like, ooh, what's going on over there? I have a reason to tune into the Scottish Premier League, and I never did before. So we got Mikey Moore. We've got Mikey Moore, super duper Mikey Moore. Wasn't that fun watching the women last year neither? Big up Morley. I saw a clip on Snapchat about Sonny got the #1 selling jersey in the world right now. He beat Messi to more jersey sales in a quicker amount of time than Lionel Messi ever could. Pino Pessi kisses a Sonny poster when he goes to bed at night, all right? Like, Sonny is everything. Bro, he is the cha-cha.
Pull up and make that boy cha-cha. Let's go cha-cha. Pull up and make that boy cha-cha. Nigga, he should've done from Mexicana. Yes, I've been even there whole life.
Ainge would have lost his suit. This is weird. Why are we even doing that? Big up Anthony K. This seems like a bot message, so I'm not going to read it. But if you are a real person over on the kick, say hello. Dave the Goat 55 says Jacob Height. What the fuck you talking about? Jacob Height. Shit. We up right now. I already played the clip, but shit, I gotta tell you again.
Ain't really fuck with me way back then, girl. How about now? 'Cause I'm up right now. And you up right now.
I am up right now. All right. When you go on the stream, every time they say Ainge, we would be in a hospital with alcohol. You stub your toe. Yeah, Ainge would have broken his toe. All right. It's like you took a shit. Ainge would have got hemorrhoids. Okay. Like, I get it, bro. Y'all just want to fucking. I don't know how I came up with Ainge hate boner. Yo, Quentin, you ain't asked for it, but for that fucking comment alone, bro, here you go, man. Fucking legend. Big up Jamie, man. You keep talking your shit. Ava plays 20. Hey, mate, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic. We won our first Premier League match of the season. Thomas Frank is undefeated in the Premier League as a Tottenham Hotspur manager. It's all good stuff. I feel like we might be getting our sack back.
I'm going to get my sack back. I'm going to get my sack back, dude.
You probably would hurt me.
I swear Sar comes with an extra set of batteries. Bro, he was the best player during the preseason, in my opinion. I'm not Ashley or Romero. If you watch Richie, his IQ is elite. His movement is elite, and his heading ability is elite. Jamie, you're not doing much for the allegations. I might start thinking you're Ashley. You talk about Richarlison, because because I was the only person that I remember, like that I have a visual remembrance of like that. Big up Jacob, are you Frank? And now Billy 85 AA. I don't know if you were in an AA meeting, but I've been on the Frank train. I was reluctantly boarded because Mohammed Kudus forced me to. Now I'm like, so far so good. Let's see where this continues to go. So far so good. Got me moist around the hips. Wait, moist around the hips or is it lips? I don't remember. With Richie, it's mostly about staying fit and being consistent. That's it. And I'm going to say that again is Richie and my outlook on Tottenham, both of them must have some level of consistency at what we saw today, and that'll be fucking sensational. Do you think PSG team look worse than United European final side is PSG? I don't even know where to begin to break this down other than it's the past. We won one and we lost one of them, and I'm just grateful that we did win one of them. So I will say, I don't know, but I would have liked 2 trophies, but you know, 1 is better than 0. Ava's got a question mark on the comment. We have players who don't know what to do with the ball. They just give the Richies their player around. That's the thing that it looked like versus Arsenal and versus Bayern in the preseason. I was like, it just seems like this live, laugh, love football is just hoof it forward, and hopefully Kudus or Richie can do something with it. And it was failing. And today, it was like when we hoofed it forward, it was with purpose, and it wasn't just to one of them. It was like we were crossing the I can't even fucking think, man. I need some goddamn breakfast. We were switching up play very nice. I thought the long balls over the top were nice. We were crossing into the box like crazy. It just seemed like we were fucking playing ball today. Like even, and now I'm going to compare to Ainge, and don't say I'm still in love, but like when we play, I don't remember us with so much aerial service that it reminds me of like, you know, when I was a kid playing, because everybody want to fucking get that header goal. Everyone want to swing that beautiful curling cross into the box like a Pedro Porro right leg boner. But, you know, I hadn't seen it until today. And I thought today we were fucking pew, pew, pew. It was nice. It was good to see. It was very promising start. Very, just like Richarlison, very promising. I mean, Richarlison, that goddamn second goal, bro. Woohoo! I'd never be able to do some shit like that in my life. You pay me $100, I might be able to make one of them out of 1,000. Oh, man. Mobiles are pointless without service or Wi-Fi. Good point, unless you need a calculator. If Richie bags another brace in the next game, just knight Sir Thomas. That's a good one. Tommy, you're a fucking king now, because you've got, bro, 4 goals in 2 games that'd be crazy. I don't compare Ainge to Frank, then go and compare Ainge to Frank. It's the don't compare Ainge to Frank, then goes, what? I don't know what you mean. Like I'm saying comparing a 2-year tenure to a 1 Premier League match tenure and 1 European, you know, I just, if we're going to compare, let's compare like the tactics. Let's compare like, you know, Kate said something, just a girl loves Spurs on the football tears. Like, we actually have proper coaching now. I mean, while I do largely disagree with that overall sentiment, like to say that Ainge was somehow not a proper coach, I think is just number one, like weird underbelly salty thing. But there is like something to be said about the cohesiveness and it's like everybody kind of moves. That's one of the first things I noticed in the preseason was like everybody moves on the same page, like with each other. And it seems like people know what each other are going to do more now than they did with Ainge. It felt like with Ainge, it was more of like here's what I'm going to do. And then I think they're going to do this. And sometimes it worked and most, you know, sometimes it didn't. And I think with this, it's more like an instruction manual. Like I feel like with Ainge, we put together a dresser with no instruction manual, and goddamn it, look at it. Look at that bookcase back there. You know, it's standing. With this, I feel like we're going by the instruction manual, and it might take a little bit longer to like get the finished product. However, I'm not upset with the way that the progress is looking thus far. We are playing with intent, not just passing along. That, Ash, that is exactly what I'm trying to say, which is versus Bayern and versus Arsenal is just like, when we go long, we're just fucking getting it out of our danger zone. Shout out fucking Top Gun. But we're just getting it out of our no-no zone. And it seemed like with this, it was like we were trying to feed the Mandem. And you know what? The Mandem must eat. And it was nice to see. But look, oh shit, I got to get going. My wife's got to go to work at the top of the hour, and she still needs to get ready. So I do got to wrap this up, y'all. But I want to ask a quick question before I do go. Who's y'all's man of the match? Who gets your BDE of the match? For me, there's only a couple of real names. Oh, look, I do have the banner still. Desire, there's a chance. I have firm interest in the front pocket of my pants. I'm willing to trigger. Keeping a close eye. We are in regular contact. We are looking to accelerate. Spurs are ready to go. We are starting to pursue a move. Tottenham Hotspur are pushing to get. Tottenham will be active. This for me, this banner, these are all the things they said about Eze over the time. And this ain't even this I need to add is he is keen on the move. I need to add that. He is keen on the move ×2 because he's tweeted it twice that Eze's keen on the move. So there you go. I didn't know that I still had it. But look, that's the question. Who's your man of the match? Who's your BDE of the match? I do, miss whenever it was me and Michael, and then he could give his. Then we could go to the chat and get all theirs. And then I could give mine and kind of just put the little bow on top of the present, or put the tassels on top of the nipples, if you know what I mean. But I guess I'll just start with mine, and then I'll go to whoever commented in the chat. But I'm looking at it now. Tottenham Hotspur still top of the table, baby. Talk to me nicely. Man City may be up 2-0, but they ain't up on us in the table. Talk to me. My man of the match, Mohamed Kudus. I think Mohamed Kudus, those 2 assists that he created for Richarlison are going to help Richarlison's confidence, but also made Richarlison look like a fucking baller today. So I'm going to say, for me, the man of the match is Mohamed Kudus. I think that without him, our attack is severely lacking, and we looked like it every time in the preseason. And every time he was out there on the preseason, it looked like we were trying to... He has something about him, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, goddammit, there's a beautiful, bright little light emanating from the ashes of West Ham's bubbles. And it was Mohamed Kudus, and it always will be Mohamed Kudus. So make sure you do go onto every social platform today and clown a West Ham fan, because this fucking little pussy right here is Central West Ham. Here, I'll make this larger for y'all. They're a pussy. Can't make signings with no money. Hee hee. Nothing will or can improve. Hee hee. And then I put this Mohamed Kudus meme, and I said, I'm hurt for you, big dog. I'm hurt for you, It sucks, bro. Sucks, Shit. Y'all dusty, you're crusty, and you're fucky looking. But look, we move. Sucks to suck, West Ham. Losers. But Mohamed Kudus, what a fucking man. I think when we all look back, we're going to say Kudus changed my life. And it's fantastic. It is fantastic. We have proper coaching now. One of the dumbest statements going on. Yeah, it's just that easy throwaway thing to say, big up Thomas, fuck you, Ainge. And like, if people want to do that, it used to bother me, but like I said, like Kate said it, and I was just like, at first I was going to think, I was like, oh, maybe I should respond to that. And I was like, you know what? I've heard this so often now that it's like, who cares, bro? Why are we we have proper coaching now. Hee hee. Like, who cares? Let them say, I would imagine that especially people in England with the Queen's English could come up with English words to better describe Thomas, whilst also like not just trying to shit on someone else. I don't know. It's like, when people use certain slurs, it's like, surely we could be more creative here, right? We don't just have to go to the same barrel of the same fucking, okay, I've got bread, I got lunch meat, and I've got cheese. It's like, okay, it's just a standard sandwich, huh? Jamie Burnell says, kudos. Archer says, kudos, man of the match. Oh, and my BDE of the match has got to be Richarlison, goddamn. Hey, Rich and I, for the last, 18 months, ain't really agreed on too much. We are on the same fucking page. Man of the match for me is kudos, and BDE's Richie. Bro, those two finishes, fucking A, dog. What is he doing out here? Jamie Burnell says BDE Richie. Can't disagree. I agree 100%. Morler, yep, man of the match, kudos. We're all in agreement here. Man of the match, kudos, BDE Richie. Everyone smash that like. Come on. Yes, that was absolutely BDE, that second goal. Bro, you don't fucking score like that. Come on, man. If you don't fucking, come on, man. J-Mac says, Ezzy has agreed to personal terms, apparently. They said this about 3 days ago, and it's only us dealing with Palace that's holding up the issue. And I heard yesterday that I saw online that we were 7 million off what Palace want. And I tweeted, just fucking pay the money, for fuck's sake. Just stop doing this. Richarlison will score more goals than Gyökeres. That's a good one. That's the first time I ever heard it. I don't know if I can pronounce it, but I call him Garnaria Koresh because fuck him. My worry is when Kudus pulls up with a hammy. I almost did the petty thing and said, "Don't worry, guys. Ainge isn't here, guys. But that's exactly what I've been saying. Like we should get away from and just focus on here. Let's just, I don't want to imagine that happens. I don't want that to happen. Koresh was worse championship striker than Solanke after all. Who's playing right? Arsenal aren't playing right now, are they? Hang on. Am I missing an important match? I thought it was Wolves versus City, right? Anyway. Quentin says, kudos man of the match. Proper coaching, but tell Johnson Gray have regressed under Frank. It's just, yeah. There's always a way it can be spun, I think. Just the Miller looks like we have a younger, healthier team, and if it stays that way, I like our chances. Come on, Miller. Not just the Miller, but we talking real nice. City 3-zip up. Richie sacrificed future children in this game. I was wondering if that was an inside the leg injury. Big up. First of all, member for 21 months. Holy shit. You're almost on 2 years of a member. That's fucking beautiful. I love that.
보면 이번엔 저 궁금해요. 클럽스키
I love that. Thank you so much. Wow, 21 months. Like, basically what you've said to the channel, Ash.
Oh, I won't let you go. Oh.
I like that. I think we need a Thomas Frank bobblehead. That's a good idea. Oh, Shoshi, glad that you're still here. Because you and the guy that I was mentioning earlier, I was on FaceTime with, and this is gonna be the last thing. I was telling him about the engraving thing. He said, "Hey, pussy, did you ever get my name engraved yet on that trophy?" And the places that I've talked to about, they engrave metal trophies, and the material it is like rosin or something like that. And so like they were like, it could crack it, it could break it, it could chip it. There's like 100 different things. So like the 2 different places, 3 I think I talked to, were like basically like kind of like, I don't think I should, and one outright just said no, I don't do that. But what I think I will do is I'm gonna get a little like plaque, and I'm gonna get y'all's names on it, and then I'm just gonna get it like, I'm gonna magnet it to in it, if that makes sense. So that way it's like not technically engraved on it, but it's still an engraving of y'all's names to show that I appreciate y'all who helped. And like I said, everyone who helped make it possible. This list, I didn't update it when we hit the goal, but Jonathan G, Shoshi Futility, Captain Grandma, David Shear, Chris Peters, Phineas 421. Shit, where's Caption Grandma? I ain't seen Caption Grandma in a minute. But anyway, look, I gotta go. Oh shit, my wife's gonna be pissed. She's got 4 minutes to get ready and leave for work. Do you think she will make it? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the stream. I'm trying to be more efficient, so that way the streams are somewhere like an hour 15, hour and a half tops. trying to be more efficient and be less distracted. But I'll be honest, when there's so much goddamn funny clips out there, it's really hard to not be distracted. Like, what is this one? I don't have it titled. I don't know what this one is. No, I know what that one is. I'm not trying to listen to that song right now. This ain't a time for that. I was just like, wait, which one is that? Like, there's so many clips, I forget. I'm like, which one's this?
I love you. You're the man. Got me moonwalk. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Okay, there's about 15 more seconds there, but you know what? We'll leave it there because now my wife effectively has 2.5 minutes until she must leave for work. But look, that's going to do it. Hit a like, subscribe, share if you want. If you don't, you know, whatever. It's your life. I'm just thinking about Muhammad Kudus again. I can't lie. I'm just thinking about Muhammad Kudus again. I'm like... Again, he said, love Frank, Jacob. How am I going to say, fuck you? I'd be so hypocritical if I still was hating on Tommy, even though a player that I've been fucking shaking my bum for violently, shout out Deji. You know, if he says to do it, bro, I got to be authentic.
I said, we struggle to get it up.
We do sometimes, but not today. So, folks... This last little bit is for you. Stay blessed. Stay fresh. Up the lads. Be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else today. And remember to always taste the biscuit.
I call you Daddy Davis when I see you play on TV.
Daddy Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
You like that?
Hey, same
Can I call you